We're definitely here at Hollywood Studios. We're gonna check out what changes they've made because of the COVID pandemic. Let's check it out. So that tent up ahead is where they do temperature screening. And so they basically just wave a magic thing in front of your face and see if you're hot. So here's what the temperature check area looks like.
So I went through the temperature screening. I got my temperature checked, and so did little Porgy.
Here we are entering Hollywood Studios. It is almost 10 o'clock when they open, so we're hoping to get a Rise of the Resistance pass if it's open today. So usually they would hold people at the front of the park, not let them wander throughout the whole park while they're waiting for the park to open. But because of the current pandemic, they're letting guests wander wherever they want to go early in the morning, just so they don't group up. Kind of interesting. So by the way, because Mickey's Runaway Railway is the first ride of the park, it seems like it has the longest line. Just stretching out. By the way, Rise of the Resistance has been closed, but Crystal, what group number did you get?
2.
Yeah, and so they just reopened it today. So yeah, we got group boarding too. So they're building a new Toy Story restaurant, and it's actually going to be right back here behind the entrance sign, just in case you're curious. We're in line for Slinky Dog Dash right now, and we're outside of the actual queue, but it's only a 40-minute wait because they have everybody spread out. So in the queue of Slinky Dog Dash, they have these barriers, these plexiglass barriers, set up just so guests aren't too close to each other. By the way, Slinky Dog Dash ended up only being like a 25-minute line, even though it said 40. So kind of always think that they're overestimating how long it's going to be. So we're in line for Rise of the Resistance, and they also have the plexiglass barriers here. It's interesting, they also have glass barriers between the lockers and the other side as well. By the way, for all the pre-flight, shows, they have you stand on certain numbers. So they are able to break it up over here with different groups of people. Number 3.
I just hope to be sure. All the crews must be on board now. Transport is away in 30 seconds. 3 or 4.
This 5, so ship is now as I command the first order. This is on head towards interrogation. On your distancing all the way down.
They also have plexiglass barriers in this hallway before the interrogation room. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, they're taking safety very serious here. And also on the floors, they have all these, 6 feet apart stickers. We're currently in our own vehicle. Kind of cool.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now give him one.
So by the way, there was like no line whatsoever for Rise of the Resistance. Maybe like a 5-minute wait, but overall, the social distancing with the limited guests, with the limited boarding capacity, made the ride very pleasurable. We weren't jam-packed in any one section, and it is pretty nice. It's about noon here, and there's just hardly anybody here. It's a pretty good day for crowds. Just very nice. Hardly anybody here in the park. Runaway Mine Train. No, Runaway Railroad, not Mine Train. And it's kind of like Mystic Manor, where it's like independent vehicles. I forget what those are called, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's very bright and vibrant, and I couldn't really follow the story. I was just so into the artwork for the first time. But I love seeing so many of the classic characters like Donald and Daisy Duck.
It's a pretty good ride. I enjoyed it. It was the longest wait of the day so far, and probably of our trip. It's about a 15-minute wait, it felt like, out in the hot sun, so definitely time that right so it's shady, or you do it like first thing so you're not waiting in line. But yeah, it's good. Oh, also there's a pre-show that they don't show during the current pandemic, so that's a little bit disappointing, so we'll have to catch that on YouTube. Yeah, moving on. On a lot of the trash cans here, they have these health and safety reminders. One of the key things to do here is drink lots of water. But just be sure you're standing still when you're drinking water. So the tables are actually marked off. You can only use that one, not that one. By the way, here's what the Muppets looks like. Everyone is socially distanced. By the way, the current wait times in the park, Midway Mania is about a 15-minute wait. Alien Swirling Saucers is 10. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run was, I think, like 20 minutes. So yeah, the wait times are so low here. Even Slinky Dog Dash is 40, although it's probably more like a 30-minute wait. So yeah, wait times are so low. If you're looking here just to come to do the rides and not the shows, definitely come. Voyage to the Little Mermaid up ahead is currently not running. It is feared that it might be, suspended indefinitely while they, come up with a better ride for that location. By the way, Keystone Clothiers, this whole store is closed due to the current pandemic just because they probably just don't have enough demand. So there is nobody inside and a lot of the shelves are completely blank. Across from it, you can see the Skyliner window displays, and I think these are new. It's kind of fun too. Shows off all the cool Skyliner merch with this wrapping around it. Kind of fun. Let's check out another one. After the rain calmed down, we ate at the 50s Primetime Cafe, and I got the meatloaf, and I absolutely love getting the meatloaf here. It's an amazing dish to eat here at the 50s Primetime Cafe, and the whole restaurant is themed after eating like at Mom's Kitchen, but back in the 50s. And Crystal got the sample of Mom's Platter, I think it's called. It basically has the meatloaf, the fried chicken, and the rib. Actually, it's called the sampling of Mom's favorite recipes. And here's what the restaurant looks like. So, it has an old school 50s vibe to it, and it's a pretty relaxing atmosphere to eat at. It's got all like the knickknacks on the walls and stuff that you expect to find back in the 50s. Okay, that's the exit for this shop. Let's try and find the entrance. Okay, that's it, another exit there on that door. This next door also says exit. Where's the entrance? My guess is the entrance is up here in this little alcove area. Nope. Another sign that says exit. Let's check over here. So we finally found where to enter for this shop. It took a while. It's at the very end. So we're headed back to the room. I want to show off the bus directory. There's hardly any hotels on it compared to before. Old Key West though is number 12. That's where we're staying at this trip, for the first part of it at least. We saw hardly anybody getting on the Skybasket simply because park hopping really isn't a thing right now, and hotel guests really aren't a thing either. No one's really staying at the hotels. But we did the Tower of Terror ride today, and they were able to get groups of, four parties at least, on the ride vehicle at once. They kind of put us in each of the corners of the ride vehicle. So that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, most of the queues had plexiglass dividers whenever guests came in close contact with each other, and it felt very safe. People were acting accordingly, so that was very nice. But yeah, that's it for our trip here. We enjoyed Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railroad. I mean, that was really fun. I wish they had more of those, just smooth, dark rides added to the parks. That's it for now. See ya.